Well, hello and good morning or good evening. Today, I'm going to talk about the simple online business for people over 50, what 10K in a month could look like, because that is a common goal in our community. And I'm going to show you today why that is a common goal. Have people hit it? Yes, people have actually hit that and then bypassed that. Um, I love that there's an opportunity here to grow. So my background is I was actually, don't mind my neighbor. He's been driving me crazy. I don't know if he's taken down, I don't know what he's doing. But all I hear is this chainsaw every day for like days now. But anyways, so hopefully you don't hear it like I hear it. And if you do, I apologize. So before we get started today, I was telling you something. Anyways, we're going to talk about this. Oh, so where I come from, I had limited income. I wasn't going to get anywhere. I wasn't going to be able to save any money. I wasn't going to be able to put any money away. So I don't know what you're doing today, but and I'm sorry, I was a few minutes late, which doesn't matter to the people watching the replay. Well, I had some technical difficulties, but I'm happy to see that you're here today and joining me. So yeah, so I want you to look at what you're doing right now. Are you doing something that can actually put some money in the bank, give you an opportunity to save? Are you able to help out your family? And this is something that, you know what, a lot of us, we don't even think of. And then some of us, we don't even take that opportunity to go, it would be so nice to, and then fill in the blanks. I want you to start opening up your mind to listen. Where there is a way, okay, are you doing that? Like, are you going in a pathway where that's even a possibility? Because when I was doing the dash last year, that was not even there was like, it was impossible. Like, now I'm doing something that's possible. So today I want to share some hope, because last year, this is where I was stuck, I was struggling, and I was stressed out, and doing this wasn't taking me anywhere. So that's what I want you to understand today. I was presented with a business that man, I the possibilities are endless, and I'm only just getting started. I've been in this for a year and 5 months. I've been working from home with my kids, able to do that, learning a business and learning how to get me out there in the world. Um, it is something that you learn. So I have learned some high income earning skills called digital marketing skills, and we're going to get to this. But this is where I was last year, stuck, struggling, and stressed out, aiming for 1,800 a month. And now I can actually have that in my house in a day with my kids. Okay. Yes, I have numerous $900 days. I've even had 18. Now, 18 is 2 customers of the number one selling program, so that you understand this. It is a real legit business. Before I get started, this is called an income disclaimer, because we don't want somebody going, oh, it's like a job. No, it's not. It's nothing like a job. This is not a job. Jobs are limited. This is a business, a real legit business. If you're ready for change, then this is something that you might be interested in, because it literally changed and saved us. So the information and strategies provided in this video are for educational purposes only, should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. Results vary based on individual effort and experience. So you can screenshot that, you can use that, save that, do whatever you want to do, because this is a business. All right. And when I started my businesses before, I didn't even see that. So I find it strange, but this is I guess the space we're in. So yeah, I've had businesses before. I didn't expect to look to somebody and go, hey, if I start this business, are you going to guarantee me anything? I find it humorous. So anyways, let's move right along, because I don't have a lot of time today. Um, let me get into what this is. So I promote digital programs that are in the e-learning industry. There are 4 different digital programs. Digital just means online. Okay, so these are educational programs where we're learning marketing skills and we're learning business basics, business fundamentals. So anybody can do what I do. anybody at all. Okay. So right off the bat, this is not a side hustle. This is something that can act like a side hustle because you can fit this into the pockets of your day. Is it a side hustle? I look at it like a business. That's how I look at it. I don't like to call it a side hustle, although I know that people type in side hustle because they're doing something, and what they're doing, um, they need to be able to fit something extra so they can bring in extra. And that is this. You can do this in the pockets of your day. There's a girl in here, and I don't know if I'm going to let you hear her today, but anyways, you might hear her. She was working 18 plus hours, 3 kids, almost 50, and she needed something else. She started this, was able to quit both of them, the part-time and the full-time, in 10 and a half weeks. You have got to be, if you are the kind of person, and I'm going to say this, if you're the kind of person that's a go-getter, if you're somebody that's like, just here's a map, let me go follow the map. If you need a step-by-step, that's what I did. That's what I followed. A step-by-step program that taught me skills that I didn't have, that gave me an opportunity to see 10K in a month. Okay. That gives me an opportunity. I have not hit that yet, but I come close. Okay. So let's get into this now. And I'm going to share with you. Okay. So let's just share this. So this is our founder, Michelle O'Neill, who has made 10K. She knows she could go in there and she could figure it out, but this gives us an opportunity to screenshot and share. 11. Now I want you to see something, and before you go, oh, there's no way, then you just don't understand. So our number one selling program right now is a $900 program. That is like 12 customers and then maybe something else in there. That's like 12 customers, 12. So our goal every single month, we do these 90-day runs, and our goal in our community is to actually hit 10K. That's a goal. There's nothing, this is awesome. There is nothing wrong with having a goal of 10K. Absolutely nothing. If you are willing to put in the effort, if you're willing to learn some new skills. Okay. So these are just examples of people inside that are already hitting that. I have a friend who's hit more than that. She actually had 25 in, I think she hit 25 in October. So, and she's a 6-figure income earner. And she lives in a double wide trailer in a hauler in West Virginia. Okay. So this is not, you do not have to have tech skills. You do not have to have a following. You do not need to have a degree. You don't need to have experience. Actually, experience, you won't know this. So you have to be willing to learn. Are you willing to put in the time to learn? You should put in half hour to learn. I don't know. It depends on you. Put in some time, get into the program, follow the program, be involved in the community. I can tell you who is successful and who isn't. The people that actually take advantage of what we have at our fingertips inside of the program. I am successful. I've been successful since August of 2024. And the more that I learn, the more that I earn. And it is crazy to me. I've made tons of mistakes. And when I say tons of mistakes, man, I didn't start this knowing anything. I started this needing a way to be at home. That's what I started this as. I didn't even know 10K was a possibility. My goodness. Do you know what it's like? Can you imagine what it would be like for me as a prior dasher? I hit 3.6K in 4 days. Do you know it would have took me 2 months of doing 40 plus hours to hit that? And this program made that possible because I learned some skills. I am not perfect. You do not have to be perfect. You have to be. I cannot drill this into you enough. You got to be willing. Are you willing to learn? Because that makes the difference. It is something that's right there, accessible to you. Are you willing to learn? Get out there, start doing something different so you can change the way you live. And that's what I talk about. Change the way you live. Change the way you live for your kids, for your grandkids. Don't you want to be able to take them on a trip to a beach, spoil them? We got one shot at this. And this one shot can literally change how you live. Like no stinking joke. I just put it like it is. So people that are skeptical, I was already a skeptic. I was there in June of 2024. My mom and dad said to me, if you think it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Well, that was old school thinking. Okay. We live in a new place, a new world. It is online. And that's like old school thinking. Okay. Somebody comes, knocks on your door and is like, hey, do you want to have, I don't know, a phone that you can see people on? They'd be like, oh, that sounds too good to be true. I'm not taking that. Here we are. I got a phone that I can see people on, but things have changed. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at? So if you are willing, this is made for beginners. It is made for us. Okay. So let me get into this because I do not have a lot of time. I shared with you those little examples of people in our community. So what are we doing every single day? This is what we do. Every single day, I make content. I have learned the skills to make the content. If you are here and you're like, man, I'm willing to learn, drop me a 1 in the comments. I don't care if you're seeing this later as a replay, if you are here now, wherever you are watching, whenever it is, are you willing to learn? Drop me a 1 in the comments if you're like willing to learn, because this is only 3 pieces of content. I make it from my phone. From my phone, you choose the social media platform. It works on all platforms. We are creating a 7-second, a 35-second, a 1-minute video, a 7-second, and you learn how to create the content, okay? Because you got to learn the skills to create the content to attract your customer. We are not chasing family, not bugging friends. We're not sliding into DMs. We're not cold calling. We're not doing anything like that. I don't think people really like understand the awesome potential here, the business. 57,000 people are doing this. 57,000 and it has doubled. It has actually, yeah, it's doubled. When I started this, there was 22K. Man, in 1 year, I think I looked at the 1-year mark for me and it had doubled. It is crazy to me that this even exists. Man, where can you start a business? Where could I start a business? Where could I have freedom? I have freedom. I got to tell you what I have because I get excited about it. I have freedom. My daughter was in the hospital last week from 11 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you know if I had to go to a 9 to 5, I would be exhausted. I'm not sure I would be able to do it. And if I didn't do it, I would probably lose pay. Having freedom and flexibility to live your life in the way as a single income home, as a mom, as a homeschooling mom. I don't know what your situation is, but I talk to a lot of people that have to work from home. That's who I tend to talk to. People that are at home, don't want to leave the house, and they want extra income. They are either, oh, my jaw just kind of cracked. Either they are older, looking for something that can fit into their lives so that they can have extra, because a lot of people are not saving money for retirement. A lot of people do not have money for retirement. This is something you can do. So I cannot stress that enough. Okay. I'm going to sneeze. This is what happens when you go live. Okay. Half hour post free ads. Oh, let me show you a 7-second video. 7-second video would be like this. I would hit record, have a drink, make sure something moving in my video, and then I would stop it. And I'm going to tell you what, I would pick a popular song and let me grab this phone, put some text on the screen, pick a popular song, and hit post. That's a 7-second video. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can. My 3 favorite words. Yes, you can. So a 1-minute video might be, I would talk about it. I would probably be like, oh my goodness, this is real. I was the skeptic last year. I was the biggest skeptic. Okay. I was like, there's no way that this is real. I was wrong. I'll tell you when I'm wrong. I was so wrong. I didn't see what this was. I didn't understand what this was. Now I'm at home with my kids as a homeschooling mom, prior Dasher, and I make way more now in less time than I did back then. And I make 100% on products I didn't create. I make 100% on 100, 300, 600, and 900. My number one selling program is a $900 program. Not only did I get to learn some high income earning skills, but I got to earn at the same time, which is what I needed as a single income home. So if this sounds interesting, run to my profile, put your email in, check your inbox, wait 5 minutes, check your inbox, promo and trash. If it goes to the promo or trash, move it to the end so you don't miss any future messages from me. And do me a favor and drop me a yeehaw if that sounds good, because my yeehaw is like my call to action. Okay. So that is a 1-minute video. Can you do this faceless? Yes, you can. We have training for faceless. I can't help you. I would suggest you bring your voice, you bring your hands, you bring you, because it's you that makes a connection. I've never done it, so I don't know. I can tell you what I think. I can tell you there is training in there. I can tell you this. If you were to bring your voice, because your voice is authentically you, and you make a connection with people and you share your story, you share why you chose faceless. Hey, I'm shy. I don't want to show my face, but let me tell you about what I found. And if you brought your voice into it and then you did like 7-second things and maybe you did a voiceover, I think that might work. That is something that I would probably try myself. But anyways, that's just an idea. Okay. Sorry. So post free ads. Posting a free ad is just a classified ad. You learn how to do that in our program. We have 200 high traffic websites. Choose them, learn how to create that little post and post. Respond to comments and emails. That's pretty straightforward. So that's what I do. Now I go live. I choose to go live. If you're like, I don't want to go live, then don't go live. I will say this though, if you need to generate an income and you're serious, then if you could put aside the fear, put aside all the thoughts running through your head, I'm nervous, I can't do that. Well, how bad do you want to make money? Like, I'll just call it like it is. How bad do you want to generate an income? Because once you go live, once you do that a couple of times, let me tell you something. I had a friend in here who told me she didn't purchase from me. She's a friend of mine now because of the community. She said the first time she went live, she threw up. And I was like, no way. She said, oh, yeah. And then she said, somebody asked me a question one time and she got nervous and she just jumped off the live. Now, when you see her go live and on top of this, she has dyslexia. So I do a lot of her banners for her. A banner is just like a little thing. So she goes live on TikTok and it's just a little thing that goes above your head. So I do those for her because I know that she has dyslexia, but she goes live like a pro. So was she nervous? Yeah, man, she threw up. And so, but here's the deal. She wants to be successful. She wants to make those connections and she wants to do it faster than just creating the content. Our founder is an introvert. She said she would never go live. She started generating income by doing exactly that, 2 hours. And she started in September, she actually generated an income September, October, November. And I think she said by the 4th month, she decided to go live. These are options, you guys. In this business, we do have options. You need to figure out what works for you and do what you're comfortable with. We learn to share our stories. We learn to tell because stories sell and facts tell. That's one of the things our founder says. Stories sell and facts tell. Nobody is going searching online, hey, how can I buy a program today? They're not. So when you're creating your content, now I will say this, on TikTok, that's different. Right on YT, actually people are looking for build a business, search for work from home. They're actually looking for that because YouTube is like a search engine, right? We look for how-tos. So this is why I love YT, but I also love TT for different reasons. So I utilize both of them. If you add a platform, that's fine, but you really should master your message, master this day right here, master that first. Okay. I don't do the posting of the free ads anymore. I might occasionally just throw one out there because sometimes they're out there depending on which platform you post on. Some of them are out there for like 6 months. So it's silly not to take 5 minutes and post them. I won't name names right now. Oh, no, I won't do that. But there are ones that are 6 months. And I'm like, why wouldn't I? Right? Why wouldn't I? And then I actually, when I create those ads, I will share my Y channel in that ad. So, and they're free. Okay, so you have a little bit now. What time is it? Sorry, I am crunched on time. I have to be somewhere. Okay, so let's get into this. You're actually part of a community of 57,000. Like I said, this is a screenshot. You also get to be a part of my community. Okay, so in my community, see, there's a little box up here. It's like a chat box, if you guys can see it. All that is right there. You can message me at any time. You have direct access to me in my community. And then this is the main community. There's the 90-day runs. Every single day she gives us a video, every single day without fail. She puts on webinars for us, and I'm going to share today, if I can, a couple of testimonies from a webinar that, because of the way that I do my stuff, I can do that. So she puts on webinars for people that are in our community. So if you have a customer and you're like, hey, there's a webinar, and you can invite your potential customers to a webinar that you didn't put on. She brings the people to share their stories. She puts the PowerPoint presentation together. She puts it all together for you. And there's no monthly fees. Did I say that? There's no monthly fees. So she gives you a daily video to build your business, puts on a webinar for you, gives us a program to follow step by step. Like, it's like this business in a box made for beginners. So I love it. Let me get to, I don't want to go over on my time. So let me share this. Okay, let's do this. Let me get right into this. Okay. I will screen share with you, and I'll let you listen to Amy. Amy is a mama who was working her butt off. Okay. Now I should be able to play.
Yeah, I got the crud, you guys, you know how it goes. But here's the best part about that. I don't got to go to a job and suffer all day. I get to be home. And that's the best part about this, right? So just a few years ago, I was probably in one of the worst spots in my life. I'll be honest with you. I was 50 years old and single mom. I had went through a divorce. I had 3 teenagers at home, and one income wasn't cutting it. And so I ended up getting another job, right, to make ends meet. All of my kids were in sports year round. We had so much going on, and there just never seems to be enough, right? So here I find myself with 2 jobs, literally working 18 hours a day. And I've been doing that for many years. But I think what hit me the most was that I was struggling and grinding every day to better my children and to give my children more, but it actually took me away from them.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part that many parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles deal with, is that the time, right? Michelle was talking about that. And you're going to find in our community, most of us just want our time back. We're tired of grinding, and we want to be able to go, you know what? Let's go away for the weekend. Let's go do something and not have to worry about, oh, I'm sorry, I can't because I've got to work 18 hours tomorrow. And that's exactly where I was. Did I ever think that I would be an online business owner? Did I ever think I'd be on social media? Absolutely not. And the only reason I ended up on TikTok to begin with was because my daughter wanted me to watch her dance with her friends on TikTok. The only reason I was there. But everything happens for a reason. And I watched one video of a lady named Michelle O'Neill. And she was talking about being a single mom and just wanting her time back with her kids. And this hit me because that's exactly where I was. I was disappointed. I was discouraged. And I just wanted to be at home with my kids a little bit more, be able to go and do things with them and quit canceling vacations because work always came first. So when she started talking about this program and started talking about how she was getting her time back with her family, I said, well, why can't I do something like that? I did my research. I followed her. I listened. I asked all the questions. And I realized I didn't have to have it all figured out because she had the program that was literally going to teach me step by step exactly what to do. And in just a few hours every day, if I followed the trainings, I could fit this in throughout my 18-hour day. No excuses. And so that's exactly what I did. 30 minutes here, every lunch break, in between the two jobs, and when I got home late at night. And I literally just followed the trainings step by step. I asked for support within the community, any questions I may have had. And that is the most amazing thing to know that if you have a question, somebody's there to answer it. But I could also jump on a Zoom and I could continue learning more. And let me tell you, just by plugging into this program in 10 and a half weeks, I was able to walk away from not one of those jobs, but both of those jobs. In less than 90 days, I had made over 30K. And that's exactly what Michelle's talking about today. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine. And I am 2.5 years in now. Multiple six figures has been earned. But the most important thing to me is I have my time back with my kids. And I am here today to help other people get the same thing. Because I know what it can do for somebody else.
Yep.
We see it every single day. And like Michelle and I have been saying for years, this is a movement to help other people quit the grind, get back with your families, and just enjoy life because we deserve that. We deserve it more than you know. You deserve to be happy. So you can do this. No excuses. You can fit it in, and everything's going to be handed to you. Thank you, Michelle.
I love it. Okay, so that is a mama. Here is what the program looks like to start. Okay, so you just go to click here to get started and you start following it. This is our community, as you can see, 57.3K. There is this that's happening. That's why I gotta run. But there's a holiday cash flow workshop. This is something that she's basically going to help us in our business. So it is awesome. She does the training for the legacy. The founder does, Michelle. And there are other trainings that everybody can attend to. There's that every single day she gives us a video. You can screenshot the wins in here. Okay. Now let's just, for fun, let's type in 10K. Let's see. Now this doesn't go, I wish this went like in order, but it doesn't. So they're talking about 10K followers, 10K in a month. There's a good one. See, I wish it would go like most recent old, but that's not how it just pulls up everything. So 10K in a month, broke 10K in 34. How is this even real life? God gets all the glory. 10K reached. I can't wait. Okay, so they have 10K followers, 10K views, 10K PDF. 10K is coming. I made 6,300 in the last two, and I'm only 400 away from hitting my first 10. So this is what is possible. Okay, so I just want you to see what's possible. Now, that is only 12 customers of our number one selling program. So do you see how this works now? Because that's only 3 customers a week. You have to understand. People will go, "Oh, there's no way that that's possible." Why? Tell me, why is that not possible? Because I see people over and over and over again hitting more than that. I showed you pictures before, like screenshots of people inside. And now you just saw it like live in our community. Okay. So how do you get started? I have 4 different programs. And each one of those, like Legacy is 9, Digital Mastery 6, Passive Daily Pay is 3, Launchpad is 1. And let me show you a different way. That's $1,900 worth of programs, but it's 9. Okay. I'll just leave that there. So Legacy, Digital Mastery, Daily Pay. It looks kind of terrible, doesn't it? Okay. 4 different programs. There is a one-time website fee. That website fee goes directly to our community to help support the community. Now, I chose the 900. The reason I crossed out the Launchpad is because as soon as I asked her, "Hey, if I purchase the 1, what do I get? What do I get to promote?" She said the 1. I said, forget it. I purchased the 9. I have all 4. I paid a one-time website fee. That was way back in June of 2024. The value that I have received far exceeds my program and the website. So when I purchased, I received 4 programs that I did not create that are in the e-learning industry, which is booming. I have a website that was made for me. I have an automated system, which I didn't even tell you about, and I don't have time, but I have a system that's out there doing the work for me 24 hours around the clock. If somebody wants to get started while I'm sleeping, while I'm cooking, while I'm cleaning, they can. Just at Granny's Getting Paid. Everything is there. It's that when you have your own site, it will have a 24-hour system locked in place where you can go live life. You do your learning, you do your posting, go live life. Let your system do all the heavy lifting. Okay, that's how this works. That's how we get time back, like she was talking about. Now, back to how do you get started? Oh, did I tell you make 100% too? You make 100%. I think I did. So you can choose the 900, you can choose the 6, you can choose the 3, you can choose the 1. Choose what fits you and your goals. Okay. Now, can you upgrade? Absolutely. You can go from the 3 to the 9. You only have 30 days to upgrade. Okay. You will have to pay the $39 website fee again. So I want you to keep that in mind. If you are like, well, I would just upgrade anyways. I mean, just think about your options. Okay. I'm just giving you all the information. You decide what's right for you. You decide based on your goals. What is it that you would want? I wanted to see $900 days. That's why I purchased the 9. That was my first customer too. So, how do you get started? You get started by going to Granny's, and this is what it looks like. You have 3 options. Okay. When you get started, yours is not going to be me, obviously. Yours will look like the guy and the girl because you have 3 different ones to choose from. I made mine personal to my story maybe 3 months ago. So I used the same thing that you use. Okay. And then because I was like, I have a story. I want people to know it's me and my story so that it's just personal. That's all. It's just personal. And this is what this program has done for me. Okay. So people put in their email, make sure it's a good email. It takes 24 to 48 hours for them to let you in. Sometimes it's faster. So you want to use a good email. Then this video comes up and it would normally be the founder. Okay. But because I'm making money and I have been in this a long time, I make it mine. And then I say, yes, I'm ready. This is my website. You want to get started with Legacy, then you would just click on that first button. You'll see me. Then you can go to the plans, and then you'll see a little thing up here as low as $56 a month. Okay. And that's just till the program is paid. So you can choose how you want to handle that. I believe that you can pay it off all at once. I believe, but double check. Okay. That's how you get started. Let me get this off. I don't think I'm missing anything, guys. I don't think. Does anybody have any questions before I go? Any quick questions? Because I do want to be in that. I think we're talking some kind of Black Friday thing. But anyways, I don't know what it is. So I want to get into that. And I haven't paid monthly. I don't pay monthly. We don't pay monthly. And I want you to think about what we get. Like, I purchased a program that taught me high income earning skills called Digital Marketing Skills. I get to use social media to post. It's free. I post free ads. That's free. I can go live right here. It doesn't cost me a dime. Here's the thing. I want you to think about this too. As you're creating content, you will become a content creator, right? Do you know you can be monetized on these platforms? On F, on I, on T, on Y, on all of them. If you are creating content, you can actually be monetized, which is you're already creating content. But you see, it's kind of like compounding, because I get my sales from creating my content and posting my content. But then I can generate an income from a monetized platform where I already generate my income. Does that make sense? It's crazy to me. And I also learned about affiliate marketing the smart way. So if you'll ever notice, and if you're ever interested in how I do some things, just look in the description, right? In on my channel, on my Y channel. I know I'm on multiple things right now. On my Y channel, I am an affiliate for like 3 or 4, I can't remember. Every single time I upload, I just want you to understand something. I just implemented this year. Like, the more you learn, it's crazy. So I implemented that. I upload my video, and then boom, I'm an affiliate for those things. People see it every single time I post. Do you know that's another way to bring in money without actually sitting here and selling a marker? So do you see? It's like compounding. It's crazy to me. I didn't know what I know now. Like, I'm not the quickest. What is it? The sharpest knife in the drawer or whatever. I'm not the quickest. But listen, I am diligent. I'm determined and disciplined. And I have learned things in here that I can go, oh, I can do that. And then I implement it. And the affiliate marketing, man, I thought affiliate marketing was this. I thought I actually had to sell something. And I don't know what you think about it, but I thought I had to actually sell something and be like, here, do you want to buy this? Did it? I didn't know. I didn't know there's another way. And I haven't even implemented it into my emails, which is another option for affiliate marketing the smart way. So there is ways to earn an income, and they can be compounding if you start to learn, build a foundation. Just get started. You can't start at the 9. You can't start at you start where you want to start, where you can afford to start. Here's the difference between me and you right now. I started. That's it. I started. That's it. So if you have questions, reach out to me. I got to go. I got to be in that meeting. Guys, God bless. Have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, grab the free blueprint. It's at Granny's Getting Paid. Okay. Have a blessed